Good morning, good people. So welcome to my channel. One, if you are new, welcome back. If you are not, thank you so much for clicking this video to watch. But today's video, I wanted to just jump on here really quickly and talk to you guys about something that I was just thinking about. And I had a question about, I talked to my friend yesterday and I was just in conversation. We were talking about finances and stuff because that's my thing. I like to talk about money and finances, amongst other things, of course. And I asked what his goals were. And this is something that I struggled with early on years ago when I really kind of started going into trying to figure out what I wanted financially and my goals, because a lot of people I know as parents, as an adult for the most part, what our goals are is to be able to live comfortably. And that really depends on what your definition of living comfortably is. Maybe it is, you know, just being able to pay your bills and have a few dollars left over so you can just enjoy maybe time to yourself, maybe a spa day. Maybe your definition of living comfortably is being able to travel more. For me, as someone who wasn't really introduced into finances or debt or credit or anything like that until later on, like when I was in college, which is pretty much what most people that most people's experience with finances and learning about finances is more so when they get through with school and they have to pay back, you know, the student loans and stuff like that. And then having my son, I didn't think I still wasn't like financially savvy. Now I wasn't like a person that just spends. I am an emotional spender and I still struggle with that. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't. I'm not perfect. So like I said before, if you struggle with it, you are not alone. But this video, going back to that, I realized that my goals, like even when I was saving money, I didn't really have a goal. Like, am I saving money to just have it there? What is this money for? And a lot of times I found that when I didn't have a purpose for the money, I would spend it. So it's like, it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. I'm not investing it. I'm not, you know, paying a bill with it. I didn't say, okay, this is for a rainy day fund or an emergency fund just in case I lose my job or just in case I need something like and it's urgent. I didn't start to really care about an emergency fund until like last year, which is my thing of me just trying to save money to get to a point where I'm at least 3 to 6 months of income, and not just bills or expenses, but my actual income. So for me as a single mom or as a single woman who is a mother and I work full-time, of course, I find that, as you saw in previous videos, and of course as I continue to pay off my debt, you're going to see how I work with my money. I find that I never really had the goal of, number one, being 100% debt free. I didn't have the goal of having any type of sinking fund, but more specifically for traveling, because it wasn't something that I thought that I would really be into doing. I didn't really start traveling until or actually getting on a plane to travel until a couple years ago. And so that was another thing. Like, I had never thought about being out of debt. I've never thought about traveling more, which takes, of course, money. I never even thought about investing, which is something that I want to do. I definitely want to do. I've never thought about not only investing in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs, but also investing in properties, like property management, possibly owning some properties, some buildings and things like that. And what I realized is I never really thought about it because I never thought that I never saw myself in those situations or in that space financially. Not actually like seeing a representation of me, but actually seeing myself there. Because of course I didn't know anything about money. I didn't know anything about finance. The only thing I knew about money was that it paid bills. And you get it when you work, pretty much. This is how you get paid. You get paid with money, and you spend money on things that you may not need. You pay bills, and you basically keep your head above water. And that's the mentality that I had, living paycheck to paycheck, basically. And I had gotten to a point where I was able to save money, but like I said, not having a purpose for that money made me spend money, and it kind of was like, okay, well, I have this money, I can spend it. So when I had my car, when I relocated to Arizona, of course I saved up enough money to put some down on the car, on the vehicle. So that was my goal. So I say, okay, this is how much I'm going to spend. This is how much I'm going to spend on a down payment. This is how much it's going to be. And that basically was it. And so now, this is something that I think, if you're watching this video and if you're like me, you're someone who I don't make six figures. I'm hoping one day in my life, or not just one day, years, I will be able to make six figures more, start a business and things like that. But at the same time, in order for me to get to that space, I have to be able to have goals. And depending on what space you want, what your financial goals are, where you want to see yourself, because it's not just me not being able to see myself there. I never really wanted, I never thought of possibly it being me. And so if you want to see yourself there, you have to visualize yourself there, and you also have to set small goals to get there. Now, if you say I want to be a millionaire in a year, it's possible. It really depends on what you're doing. But it's possible, but you also have to know and set up those goals. So for me, it's like, I want to invest. What exactly do I need to invest? I need to do some research on stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and I have put some money. I do have a 401k from my previous employer. I have to do research into that. So I forgot what I was about to say. Small goals like saving, smallest, doing the savings account and doing different little baby steps, and pushing yourself out there will kind of help you get to that goal. But what is your goal? That's what I want you to think about. Write it down if you need to. Start a little money journal and really think about what your end all goal. One thing that I really want to do is build first generational wealth within my family line. That's something that I've thought about, and I never really thought that I could, of course, do that because of what I've become accustomed to, and I feel like a lot of us have become accustomed to that. That's something that is one of my goals, is to build first generational wealth, to invest, to actually have something where when I get older, when my son or any other children that I have, they get older, they'll be okay, and they'll learn about finances and funds and things like that, and not just live in this bubble that we were basically given to live in, but also being able to explore and do other things outside of what we have, and give not only opportunities for our family but also other families out there. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on here really quickly and ramble a little bit about setting up financial goals. What are some financial goals that you have? I know before, what are some financial goals you had before you decided to possibly think about changing your narrative when it comes to finances? Mine was basically paying my bills and getting a decent paying job. That was it. That was literally it. Like I didn't think like, okay, maybe I should invest in some things, maybe I should, you know, do this to save a little bit more money, own some properties, maybe start a business or something like that. Never thought about that. And now that was then. And now my goals are to basically build first generational wealth within my family line, and teach my son also about finance, money management, and things like that. But then also to invest in some stocks and bonds, purchase some properties, and also one thing that I definitely want to do at some point, I do want to retire early. I do want to travel, and being able to get my finances in order and being able to basically do that as a single mom, a full-time working single mom. I know that I can do it, and I hope that anybody else that's in my situation, or anyone else that have a similar story as mine, I can help you all with whatever information I can give you. But that's basically it for today's video. I know hopefully what I said made sense. Sometimes I watch my videos, I'm like, I don't know if this even makes sense to people, but I know I ramble a lot, and sometimes I go off on a tangent, and sometimes I don't. I kind of get lost on the yellow brick road. But I hope you guys take this gem. I hope you guys got some value from this video. Hope you all subscribe. Please make sure you do so for more videos like this. And also make sure you comment below and share your previous financial goals and also your current financial goals. What are some things that, because I feel like if you click on this video, you're interested in learning more about finances, goals, maybe being a single mom and trying to get your finances straight. That's possible. But let me know, what was your goal before you watched this video and what's your goal now. Hopefully it's 10 minutes. So if you watch this video to this point and you have not subscribed, please make sure you do so right now. You can pause it, just make sure you subscribe. Go ahead and do it. Like if you like this video, comment below with any more tips, concerns, suggestions, anything like that for me to talk about, or share with the community anything that you feel may be helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.